Hey everyone, Craig Warwick here with a review of the Marvel Legends MYSTIQUE figure. This figure is due to be a Walgreens exclusive in the USA, but this is Scotland, so it seems I was able to get her early by pre-ordering from In Demand Toys. I don't know when she's scheduled to be released in the USA or other parts of the world, but best of luck wherever you are out there in getting her. Not much is known for certain about the mysterious mutant known as Mystique. Being a shapeshifter, Mystique can change her body to mimic other humans, including their clothing, perfectly. Due to this ability and her less than trustworthy nature, Mystique's true age and identity are unknown. Often going by the alias Raven Darkholme, Mystique has swayed more towards the side of the supervillains, butting heads with the X-Men, including her biological son Nightcrawler and her adopted daughter Rogue. Mystique looks great out of the box. The body isn't a new mould, but it is painted nicely with the blue and white contrasting well. The paint can get a little fuzzy where the blue meets the white, but it's not too bad. The head sculpt is new and I love it. It has a really wicked sculpt that suits the character to a T. Her chopped bob hairstyle really works for me. While it could be sculpted like helmet hair, this hair sculpt has some nice dynamic movement to it. It looks really good. The paint is also good, with her yellow eyes detailed nicely and the little skull accessory on her hairline painted well, with only a tiny bit of a miss on one side. The skull is actually part of the head sculpt rather than the hair sculpt. Mystique's belt and skirt are new and float freely around her waist. The skulls are sculpted well and the skirt is made of a soft plastic. However, the skulls have been left as unpainted white plastic on the underside. It's a disappointment they couldn't have painted that, but I guess they ran the risk of getting gold paint on this white skirt by mistake, so better safe than sorry. Oh well, this is some sloppy paint application. It makes it look like Mystique has had a mistake in the underwear department. That's not pleasant at all. Mystique comes with two golden guns, one a pistol and the other a big techno machine gun thing perhaps. We have seen the pistol before in several different colours with other Marvel Legends figures, and it fits nicely into either of her hands. As does the big machine gun thing, which we saw before with Chameleon. However, it looks a little bit stupid being entirely cast in this gold plastic, and it comes across as looking cheap, especially as it has no paint detail. Both her hands are suited for holding guns with separate trigger fingers, but it would have been nice for one hand to be more gestural perhaps, but they do seem to be new sculpts. And they're weirdly very wrinkled. The rest of her costume is skin tight, but she seems to have cheaped out on her gloves. Maybe her hands are showing her true age. Mystique also comes with alternate heads. The first one is of Rogue, and it's actually the same head sculpt we saw on Rogue. It looks good with the Caucasian skin tone fading to Mystique's blue skin very nicely. The hair colour is also changing from red to brown. This head could be used in a couple of ways, either as Mystique impersonating Rogue, or as Rogue absorbing Mystique's powers. It's a nice addition. We also get this head of Empress Lilandra of the Shi'ar Galactic Empire and paramour of Charles Xavier. She's a fairly prominent character in X-Men history and has been on fans' wish lists for a long time, so it's nice to see her here in some form in the Marvel Legends line. The sculpt and paint are really good for what is just an accessory really. The head swap though doesn't look right on Mystique, and while I've seen other people use it on the Silver Sable body, I just don't think it works that well, and I'm not sure what to do with the head other than consign it to my fodder drawer. To be honest, I would rather have seen an alternate head featuring Mystique's partner, Destiny. Let's take a look at Mystique's articulation. Her head rotates, she looks down this much and up this much. Her arms rotate and move up this far. There's no rotation at the top of the bicep, but there's rotation at the elbow and a single jointed elbow that bends this far. There's rotation at the wrists and they also hinge this far up and down. She has a diaphragm joint that bends this far forward, back, and leans side to side and all around. Her legs move this far forward and back, and they move this far out to the side. There's rotation at the top of the leg. She has double jointed knees that bend this far. There's no rotation at the shin. Her ankles hinge this far forward and back, and she of course has ankle rockers. And as the legend goes, this is her widest possible stance, still with both feet flat on the floor. So that's Mystique. I'm delighted to get a figure of Mystique again, especially given the exclusive treatment here. She's had 2 Marvel Legends figures previously, and this one is miles better than both. And in case you were wondering, while the heads can be swapped between Hasbro's Mystiques, neither of them looks good on the other's body. I really recommend you pick Mystique up, but do watch out for that gold paint on the belt if you can. What I'm interested to know from you though is, if you had Mystique's mutant power, who would you impersonate? Let me know in the comments below. In my previous review of King Kong, I asked which movie monster you would like to see get the action figure treatment, and I am fully on board with Nehir here, who commented they would like to see the Graboids from Tremors. I'd love to have Graboid figures. Also, AWPWN asked if it's possible to swap Kong's feet out for his hands, and the answer is yes, you can. Look at that. I didn't think of it at all, so thank you for that suggestion. And thank you to everyone for watching. Please subscribe and check out other videos here on my channel, including more Marvel Legends reviews and also my custom action figures. And please don't forget to hit that like button. Wherever you do go from here though, sincerely, thank you for watching and pour on the power. Bye bye.